Good evening, all of you. Am I audible, visible? Let me know. Uh, okay, 1 second, Priya. I'll just check the app once again. 1 second. Can you just recheck in the app once again? I've just refreshed the session. Can you just check in the app once again so that your trial will also happen today for the app? Okay. In the next 2 minutes, we will start. Okay, I think the app is also working now and we are live on YouTube also. Can we start, everyone? All set? Yes. Okay. Super awesome. Great. ठीक है. चलो. So in yesterday's lecture, we had taken up our supply under GST, right? We did mainly section number 7, section number 8, and in that also we did schedule number 1, schedule number 2, and schedule number 3. Those things we covered. We discussed about tenancy rights. Then we discussed about your liquidated damages, and that circular we had discussed. And last thing that we discussed was about the cost petroleum. I hope that much you are able to recollect. Yes, and I hope for today's session for charge under GST, I hope you have revised the chapter 1 so that the session will definitely become more effective if you do the revision of theory before coming for the class. Yes, so let's start with charge of GST. Three things that we are going to discuss today. First one is the mechanism, where FCM is applicable, where RCM is applicable. That is one thing that we are going to discuss. Next thing is about the composition scheme, section number 10 of the CGST Act. And the next one is going to be the e-commerce operator, which comes under section number 9(5) of the CGST Act, and correspondingly section number 5(5) of the IGST Act. You must have studied about it. Yes. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll directly go to the question answers. Yes, and in the question answers, while discussing a particular question, whatever is the relevant theory, okay, whatever is the relevant provision, we will discuss that in between. Yes. So please come to your question bank, charge of GST, come to the analytical questions. Let's start with the analytical questions, everyone. Let's start with the analytical questions. Yes. Okay. So you're on the board. We have got the analytical questions, everyone. Chalo. So the first question which is coming up here is going to be about section number 9(5) of the CGST Act, and correspondingly section number 5(5) of the IGST Act, which talks about the e-commerce operator. Okay, so just to give you a quick overview about these provisions. E-commerce operator. Okay, e-commerce operator is such a person who is operating a platform, and there is a main supplier and there is a recipient between whom the services is going to be exchanged. Services, not goods. For 95 and 55, it is talking only about services, where services are being exchanged between a supplier and a recipient, and that is done through a platform, through an e-commerce operator. And in some cases, the government has notified that the e-commerce operator will be liable to pay the taxes, right? So now after the amendment of the last examination, now we have got total 6 services where section number 95 is going to be applicable. First one, I'll just quickly help you in recollecting that. It was in case of transportation of passengers by way of radio taxi, motor cab, maxi cab, motorcycle, etc. In case of transport, Ola, Uber example, there they had told that e-commerce operator will be liable to pay the GST, right? Next one was providing accommodation, hotel accommodation, etc. in a hotel, in guest house, club, etc. In that case, normally the e-commerce operator is liable to pay the tax. But if the main supplier means the hotel, okay, means the hotel, that hotel, if that person is liable for registration, okay, if main supplier is liable, means if the main supplier is a big person, then let the main supplier pay the tax. In that case, section number 95 is not applicable, and we will study ahead that whenever section number 95 is not applicable, at that time TCS provisions will get attracted, right? Then the third case was housekeeping services, like urban company example, or any such app, okay, any such app, yes madam, or any other application where they are providing you housekeeping services, means there is a main supplier, there is a recipient, and that is provided through an e-commerce platform. So again, normally e-commerce operator is liable to pay the tax. But again, if the main supplier, okay, if the main supplier, the one who is actually going to do the supply for you, okay, if that person is liable for registration, then that person is going to pay the tax. Okay, that was the third type of service coming up here. Then the fourth service was about the restaurant service. Okay, please don't get confused here. Second point was about accommodation services. Fourth point is about the restaurant, okay, where you just go and have food. That restaurant services. So restaurant services other than the restaurants which are situated at specified premises. Okay, such restaurants which are situated in some big hotel whose tariff is more than rupees 7,500. Okay, so that restaurant itself is a big restaurant. There, the restaurant, the main supplier will pay the tax. Otherwise, in case of Zomato, Swiggy, where the main supplier is not situated in a specified premises, then the ECO will be liable to pay the GST there. Okay, then the fifth one was transportation of passengers by omnibus. Omnibus was not included in the first point of transportation of passengers. For that, we have got a specific fifth point, transportation of passengers by omnibus. There again, normally e-commerce operator is liable to pay the tax under section 95 or 55. Example, Red Bus app. Okay, but if the main supplier, that is that bus owner, the one who is operating that bus service, okay, if that person is a company, if the main supplier is a company, then let that person pay the tax. Then the ECO is not responsible to pay the tax. Okay, and the last one which was inserted some time back, that was local delivery services, like VFast is there, Porter services is there, Borzo services, or any other such application where they do the local delivery on immediate basis. Like today itself, I hand over some article to a local delivery person, he will go and deliver it at some distance to some other persons. Means it is not courier services. Okay, it is local delivery services. So there also, if these services are provided through an application, through an e-commerce operator, then the e-commerce operator will be liable to pay the GST. But if the main supplier, okay, if the one who is actually doing that service or who is actually giving that service, if that person is liable for registration, then in that case, let that person pay the GST, and then the ECO will not be liable to pay the taxes. Okay, this was mainly about my section number 95. Wherever ECO is liable to pay the tax, he will pay the tax, and wherever ECO is liable to pay the tax, at that time TCS provisions will never come into picture. Okay, when we do TCS chapter, we will interlink it together. Okay, wherever ECO provisions are applicable, TCS is not applicable, and wherever TCS is applicable, ECO provisions are not applicable. Okay, and one thing which I want to ask you is, whenever ECO is liable to pay the tax, okay, whenever ECO is liable to pay the tax under section 95, can he pay the tax using input tax credit, or is he liable to pay the tax in cash only? When Eco is paying any tax because of section 9(5) or section 5(5), can he pay the tax? Can he pay this tax using input tax credit, or will he have to use his electronic cash ledger only to pay the tax? Yes, perfect. He can pay the tax only by using the cash ledger. He cannot utilize ITC for that. Please remember that. Okay, he cannot utilize ITC for that. He will pay that amount in cash. That is by using the electronic cash ledger. Okay, and another thing, is he required to reverse any amount of ITC? Is he doing any exempt supply kind of a thing? Is he required to do any sort of reversal of his input tax? No, he is not required. See, he is paying a tax under a specific section, under section 9(5) or section 5(5). That does not mean that he is doing some exempt supply for which he is required to reverse the ITC under the ITC provisions of section number 17. No, no such reversals is required. Okay, no such reversals is required. Are you understanding this? Acha, but please try to understand one more thing. Here, even if Eco is paying the tax under section 9(5) or section number 5(5), this will be calculated as whose turnover? This will be considered as whose turnover? Will it be considered as Eco's turnover, or will it be considered as the main supplier's turnover? It will always be considered. It will always be considered as the main supplier's turnover. Okay, it will not be included in the Eco's turnover. Eco is just the person liable to pay the tax. He is not the main supplier, it is not his sales. So it is going to be the sales of the main supplier. It is not the sales of the e-commerce operator. So e-commerce operator, while filing is written at that time just for the purpose of payment of taxes, he will show it as his turnover. Okay, but actually when he calculates his aggregate turnover, etc., this amount will not be included in his turnover. Then ma'am, what is Eco's turnover? Eco's turnover is whatever commission he is earning. Okay, example, Zomato, whatever commission the Zomato charges from the restaurant, whatever platform fees they charge from us, or any membership fees that they charge from us, that is the turnover of the e-commerce operator. Did you understand this, everyone? Can I now go to the question of section number 9(5)? Everyone quickly give me a yes. Okay, ठीक है. Done. Chalo. Now let's start. Let's start with a question, everyone. Let's give it a try. Okay, let's give it a try. First one, answer the following questions based on the e-commerce operator. So a particular type of questions I have combined here and I am asking that to you, everyone. First one, Suvidha Technologies is in the business of development of e-commerce platform for various customers. Okay, it is in the business of development of e-commerce platform for various customers. Chennai Creations obtained the ownership right of an e-commerce platform developed by Suvidha Technologies by paying a specified amount against ownership rights of the said platform. So basically, developer is Suvidha Technology, and now I have taken the ownership of that platform. I means Chennai Creations have taken the ownership. Means I am the owner of my e-commerce platform. Chennai Creation is the owner of that platform. Now, Chennai Creation also entered into an annual maintenance contract with Suvidha Technologies for technical maintenance of the said platform. Okay, so maintenance will be done by the same developer. Now, Chennai Creation supplies its own goods and services through the said platform to ultimate customers. Okay, Chennai Creations is supplying goods and services to the customers through that platform. Examine who is the e-commerce operator in the given case as per the provisions of the GST law. Can you quickly give me the answer? Can you quickly give me the answer? See, Suvidha Technologies was the developer and Chennai Creation is the one who is owning that e-commerce platform. So they are asking, examine who is the e-commerce operator in the given case as per the provisions of GST law. Who is the e-commerce operator here? Will Suvidha Technology be considered as e-commerce operator? No. Suvidha Technology is just a developer. It is just a website development company, or it is just a application developer. Okay, but ownership is with Chennai Creation. Creation. So Chennai Creation has maintained that platform. It is owning that particular platform through which it is going to supply the goods, etc., goods and services. So yes, your answer is absolutely correct here. Chennai Creation will be considered, yes, Chennai Creation will be considered as the e-commerce operator. Yes, so e-commerce operator is such a person who is owning a platform, okay, who is running a particular platform through which it is going to supply the goods or services. Yes, okay. Then after that, see the next one. Reshma is asking, can you explain the transportation of passengers by omnibus? Yes, Reshma, listen here, transportation of passengers by omnibus. See this, I just give the heading. Charge of GST. Now let's say there is a bus owner. Okay, let's say there is a bus owner called as the ABC Travels. Okay, ABC Travels. Now ABC Travels is having a bus. Okay, it is having a bus. It is used for passenger transportation. Normally maybe a sleeper bus or something like that. Okay, now this ABC Travels has listed itself on an app called as Redbus. Redbus is one of the app. Okay, maybe in your place there can be some other application that people use for booking the bus travel, etc. So ABC Travels is the person who is the bus owner who is actually providing the transportation of passenger service through Redbus, and the customers, okay, or the passengers, they book for the bus through this application called as Redbus. So here Redbus is considered as the e-commerce operator, and here bus owner is providing transportation of passenger services to the customer but through Redbus. So here what are they telling us here is, if the main supplier, that is the bus owner, okay, if this ABC Travel, if this main supplier is a company, means it is not a proprietor, partnership, etc. It is in the form of a company. Then in that case, the company is liable to pay the GST. Okay, but if it is not a company, okay, if it is not a company, let's say it is run by an individual person or something like that, other than a company, then in that case, Redbus is the e-commerce operator and Redbus will be liable to pay the GST under section 95 or 55. Did you understand this? Did you understand this? Yes, so please remember, the one who is actually providing the service, that person is considered as the main supplier. We are the ultimate recipient, and the person through whom it is supplied, okay, the person through whom it is supplied, that person is the e-commerce operator. Yes, okay. So this was all about my omnibus provision. Now I am coming back. Okay, fine. Now I am coming back to the next question, everyone. Here, let's read. Harish Chandra of New Delhi makes a request for a motor cab to super ride for traveling from New Delhi to Gurgaon, Haryana. After Harish Chandra pays the cab charges using his debit card, okay, he gets details of the driver Joravar Singh and the cab's registration number. Super Ride is a mobile application owned and managed by Perry India Limited. So Super Ride basically is the e-commerce operator, just like Ola, Uber, okay, and it is managed by a company called as Perry India Limited, located in India. The application Super Ride facilitates a potential customer to connect with a person providing cab service under the brand name of Super Ride. Perry India Limited claims that cab service is provided by Joravar Singh and hence he is liable to pay the GST. With reference to the provisions of IGST Act, determine who is the person liable to pay the GST in such a case. Can you quickly give me the answer? Who is the person liable to pay the tax here? So the main supplier is the driver is Joravar Singh. Okay, and the ride is booked through Super Ride app or Perry India Limited. Okay, and the customer is Harish Chandra of New Delhi. So this Harish Chandra has booked the cab through Super Ride and he has got the details of Joravar Singh through that. And this is about a motor cab. Okay, motor cab, that is again transportation of passengers by motor cab, a maxi cab, bike, etc. Can we say this comes under the first point of e-commerce operator, which was totally unconditional? So here, in that case, who is the person liable to pay the tax? The person liable to pay the tax is the e-commerce operator, irrespective of the fact what is the status of the main supplier. irrespective of the fact what is the status of the main supplier. Here the e-commerce operator, that is super ride, super ride managed by Perry India Limited is the person liable to pay the GST. Are you understanding this, everyone? Were you able to give the answer? Were you able to give the answer manageable till here, everyone? Yes, manageable till here. Okay. So now how do we present this answer? Most important thing, how do we present this answer? So for presenting, again, yesterday I had already told you 3 paragraphs our answer should be there in, right? Now, first paragraph, we will give the reference of the section if you know. Okay, as per section number 95 of the CGST Act or section number 55 of the IGST Act 2017. If transportation of passengers is done by motor cab, maxi cab, radio taxi or a motorbike, except omnibus, and if those transportation services are provided through an e-commerce operator, then the e-commerce operator will be liable to pay the tax. That is going to be my first paragraph. Normal provision. Okay, second paragraph is, therefore, in the given case, Joravar Singh is providing the services to Harish Chandra of New Delhi through an e-commerce operator, that is Super Ride, owned and managed by Perry India Limited. Therefore, your Super Ride managed by Perry India Limited will be considered as the e-commerce operator. Right? And then the final one-liner conclusion. Therefore, applying the provisions of section 95 of the CGST Act or 55 of the IGST Act, Super Ride Perry India Limited will be liable to pay the GST. Did you understand, everyone? How are you going to write the answer? How are you going to present the answer? Yes, everyone. Please don't complicate it. Okay, only 3 paragraphs. First paragraph, provision. Second paragraph, applying that provision to the given case. And third paragraph is going to be the final conclusion. Are you understanding this? This is how we are supposed to write the answer. Chalo, theek hai. Now going on to the next one. Let's go to the third one. Yes, a hotel owner provided accommodation in Haryana through an e-commerce operator, Cool Trips. Okay, so hotel owner is there. Hotel owner is providing the accommodation in hotel. Yes, through a e-commerce operator called as Cool Trip. Just like you have Make My Trip. Okay, similarly here they have given the name of Cool Trips. The hotel owner is not liable to get registered as per the provisions of section 22(1). 22(1) talks about a registration chapter. So hotel owner is not liable to get itself registered. Now the question that they are asking here is, who is the person liable to pay the GST in this case? And would your answer be different if the eco does not have a physical presence in India? Forget about the second question. Just give me the answer for the first one. Who is the person liable to pay the GST in this case? Can you quickly give me the answer? Who is the person liable to pay the GST in this case? Yes, your answer is absolutely correct. Again, here in this case, Cool Trips is the person who is liable to pay the GST. Why Cool Trips is liable to pay the GST? Can we say here they are talking about the hotel accommodation? Second point. So in case of hotel accommodation, when it is provided through e-commerce operator, yes, when it is provided through an e-commerce operator, and if the main supplier, that is the hotel owner, is not liable for registration, then the eco will be liable to pay the GST in that case. Yes, and now the next part. Again, I hope you can now present the answer in the same manner, just like we discussed for the above point. Yes, and now would your answer be different if the e-commerce operator Cool Trips does not have a physical presence in India? Can you now give me the answer on whatever you have studied on the basis of what if Cool Trips does not have a physical presence in India? What if Cool Trips does not have a physical presence in India? Still can we say the person liable to pay the GST will still be Cool Trips only? Even if Cool Trips does not have a physical presence in India, still the person liable to pay the tax is going to be the e-commerce operator, that is Cool Trips. And here in that case, the e-commerce operator will have to appoint a representative here in India. Very good. It will have to appoint a representative here in India, and that person will be liable to pay the GST on behalf of Cool Trips. So can I say my answer will remain the same? The question that they asked was what? Would your answer be different? No, my answer will not be different. My answer will be the same. Above also cool trips was liable. Now also cool trips will be liable. Chalo, theek hai, done. I hope it was clear for you everyone. Basic question on e-commerce operator. Manageable till here everyone? Basic question. Manageable till here? Quickly let me know. Yes. ठीक है. Okay. Done. Chalo, now I'm going to the next question, everyone. Let's go to the next question. Let's try a small question on composition scheme. Okay, let's try a small question on composition scheme. Acha, first of all, if you recollect, composition scheme means with section number. Composition scheme of goods and services including restaurant with section number 10. Section number 10 of CGST Act 2017. Acha, is composition scheme also present in IGST Act? Is composition scheme provisions also present in the IGST Act? No, na? Why no? Because a person who is doing interstate supply, is he eligible for composition scheme or is he not eligible for composition scheme? Interstate outward supply is not allowed, and hence IGST provisions are not applicable. Like composition scheme is not present in the IGST law. Okay, so please be careful with that. Okay, acha, now let's quickly go through the provisions of composition scheme. Let's quickly revise it in 5 minutes so that we'll be able to give the answer. So, in case of our composition, we have got two types of schemes. Now, mainly we have got two types of schemes. One is section number 10.1 and section number 10.2, and the next one is section number 10.2a, right? Section number 10.1 and 10.2 is mainly talking about goods, but one service is included here. Which service is included here? Do you recollect here? Restaurant service is included here, everyone? Yes, goods, all the type of goods are included here, and restaurant service is one extra service which is included here, and all the other services, okay, all the other services are included in section number 10.2a. Now, when does a person become eligible for composition scheme? So, for the purpose of section 10.2a, if my preceding financial year turnover was up to rupees 50 lakhs, I am talking about services, okay, if it was up to rupees 50 lakhs in the preceding financial year, then at least I am eligible for composition scheme in the current financial year till the time my turnover does not exceed rupees 50 lakh. Okay, first go and check it for the last year. Last year turnover did not exceed 50 lakh. Okay, current year I am eligible. But eligible till what turnover? Again, eligible only till 50 lakh rupees of turnover. And once you exceed 50 lakh, then immediately the day when you exceed, you will have to get out of the composition scheme and you will have to go into the regular scheme. Am I clear till here, everyone? Yes. And if you recollect, everyone here, 50 lakh, is it applicable for some specific states or 50 lakhs is applicable for all the states? 50 lakhs is applicable for any specific states or it is yes, very good. For services, there was no bifurcation. It is going to be applicable for all the states, right? Acha, then after that, in case of services, do you recollect what is the rate of tax that will be applicable in case of services? Rate of tax that will be applicable is equal to 3% plus 3%. Yes, 3% CGST, 3% SGST, that is 6% of the turnover in the state or union territory. Whatever is the turnover in that respective state or union territory, of that 6% of tax we are required to pay. And can we say this 6% the dealer will have to pay from his pocket? He cannot collect it from his customer just like we do it. Okay, I collect GST from you and I pay it to the government, but a composition dealer will have to pay it from his pocket. Okay, he cannot charge it from his customer. And another thing, composition dealer is totally outside the chain of input tax credit. So whenever he is purchasing something also, the ITC which is charged on his inward supply, that is his cost. Did you understand what did I say? That is his cost. He cannot get the ITC of the same. If a composition dealer is purchasing something on which the other person has charged GST. Okay, let's say composition dealer is purchasing something of 100 rupees plus 18% GST, 118. So his cost of purchase is going to be, 118. Why, ma'am? Why? Because 18 rupees of ITC is not available to the composition scheme dealer. Everyone, did you understand this? Yes. So this was about the services thing. Okay. Then about section number 10.1 and 10.2. Okay. In this case, what is the aggregate turnover limit that we are going to check? For the preceding financial year, normal limit that we are going to check is equal to 1.50 crore, and for some specific states the limit is going to be rupees 75 lakhs. Ma'am, which states it is going to be 75 lakhs? MMNT SAMU, right? MMNT SAMU. What does MMNT stands for? MMNT is going to be repeated in almost all the chapters. Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland, Tripura. Those 4 states which gets repeated everywhere. Manipur, Mizoram, Nagaland, Tripura. SAM stands for, S stands for Sikkim, A stands for Arunachal Pradesh, M stands for Meghalaya. Okay, Arun and Megha, you can remember it in this way. Arun and Megha are not separable. Okay, Arun and Megha are not separable. So they are going to come together here. Sikkim, Arunachal Pradesh and Meghalaya. And U stands for Uttarakhand. Okay, U stands for not Uttar Pradesh, U stands for Uttarakhand. Okay, so for these 8 states, the amount of turnover is going to be 75 lakhs, but that is again only for 10.1 and 10.2. That is not applicable for 10.2A. So if my last year, preceding financial year turnover was up to this amount, then I am eligible for composition scheme in the current financial year. Again, in the current financial year, till the time these limits are not exceeded, till that time I can stay into composition scheme. As soon as these limits are exceeded, then I will have to switch myself immediately I will have to switch myself to the regular scheme. Everyone manageable till here? Yes. And another thing here is everyone, even if one of my office, okay, even if one of my registered office is situated in any of these states, immediately my turnover limit is going to fall to 75 lakhs. Okay, for example, if one of my office is in Maharashtra and another office is in Uttarakhand, okay, then in that case, because one of my office is in specified states to which 75 lakhs is applicable, then to all of my office, like anyway, whenever I'm checking my aggregate turnover, okay, I am going to check it for all the offices registered under the same PAN. So now my limit that I'm going to check is going to be 75 lakhs. Achha, and another thing which I want to ask you is, in composition scheme, can I choose composition scheme for one office and regular scheme for another office, or it has to be constant? No, I cannot do that. Okay, I cannot do this selection, this office composition, this office regular scheme. No, either all of them should be in composition or all of them should be in regular scheme. Did you understand this, everyone? So this limits you are supposed to remember. Now the rate of percentage. If you are a manufacturer, then what rate of GST is applicable under composition scheme? If you are a manufacturer, 0.5% plus 0.5% of the aggregate of the total turnover in the state or union territory. Okay, 0.5% of the total turnover in that state or union territory. But what if you are a trader? It makes a difference. What if you are a trader? The percentage is same, 0.5% plus 0.5%, but only of which turnover? You have got questions also on this. Yes, very good. Or only of the taxable turnover. Okay, here we have to take the total turnover, like the taxable turnover also plus the exempt turnover also. But for trader, it is a benefit that they have to pay 1% only of the taxable turnover. We will do the question in regards to the same. Okay, and the last one, for restaurant, what is the rate of GST? Restaurant also comes there only, na, in the first part only. So for restaurant, it is 5%, that is 2.5%, again of the total turnover. Everyone, is it clear till here, manageable till here? Were you able to recollect the provisions till here? Yes. Okay. Super. Acha, what if, do you recollect there are certain manufacturers who are not eligible for composition scheme? There are certain type of manufacturers, the manufacturers of some notified goods like ice cream, edible oil, then fossil bricks, then fly ash bricks, then siliceous earth building bricks, earthing or roofing tiles, then aerated waters, tobacco, cocoa, pan masala, etc. Do you recollect that? Or whatever notified goods I have mentioned, if that person is engaged in manufacturing of the same, then that person is not eligible for composition scheme. But if someone, yes, pan masala, but if someone is engaged in trading of those items, then what will be your answer? What if someone is engaged in trading of pan masala, trading of aerated waters, trading of roofing tiles, etc.? Then that person is going to be eligible. Okay, this is a mistake area. Please avoid such mistakes. Okay, manufacturer is prohibited, but trader is not prohibited. Okay, then you must have heard about CTP and NRTP, casual taxable person and non-resident taxable person. Even these people are temporary people, na? So even these people are not eligible for composition scheme. Okay. Then what if I am doing interstate outward supply? What if I am doing interstate outward supply of goods or services? Eligible for composition scheme or not eligible for composition scheme? Then I am not eligible for composition scheme. But what if I am doing interstate purchase? What if I am doing interstate purchase? Then I am eligible. The problem is with interstate outward supply. The problem is not with interstate inward supplies. Acha, what if I am dealing in those goods which are not liable to GST? What if I am dealing only in those goods which are not liable to GST? Then I am again not eligible for composition scheme. Okay. What if I am providing services through an e-commerce operator? What if I am providing services through an e-commerce operator? Then again I am not eligible for composition scheme. But what if I am providing goods through the e-commerce operator? If I am supplying goods through the e-commerce operator, then I am eligible. That was a long time back amendment. Manageable till here, everyone. Can we go ahead? Yes. Acha. And one more thing I want to ask you, everyone here. Acha, if as soon as my turnover limits are exceeded, okay, whatever are my turnover limits are exceeded, can I say immediately I will have to come into the regular scheme? Yes, I will have to file an intimation. And I will have to like within a time period of 7 days. But can I say the day when my turnover limits get exceeded, from that day itself, I will have to come into the regular scheme? Yes, but what if it is vice versa? Okay, what if it is vice versa? I am there into regular scheme and I want to go into composition scheme. Then from when can I go? I am there into regular scheme. Now I want to switch into the composition scheme. So from when can I go? Yes, I cannot go from the day when I wish to go. I can go only from the beginning of the next financial year. Okay, let's say today, 18th of July 2026, I decide that I want to go into the composition scheme. Then in that case, okay, today is what date? Today is 18 July 2026. Then I can go into composition only from 1st April 2027. Manageable till here? Can I start with the question answers, everyone, now? Can I start with the question answers? Can we give it a try? All the questions on composition scheme, can we cover it? More or less, we have revised all the provisions of composition scheme. Yes, theek hai, chalo. Coming to the question answers, everyone. Coming to the question answers. Come to the second question, question number 2, everyone, in your book. Chalo, now, Varun and Arun Associates. 1 second. 1 minute. I am having some loose connection. 1 second. Okay. Chalo, I'm starting. Varun and Arun Associates started, word is very, very important. Started a partnership firm of architects in Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh on 1st of April. The firm provides architecture services in Madhya Pradesh only, not interstate. Okay, it provided the following details of its turnover during the current financial year. April to June is rupees 20 lakhs. July to September is rupees 30 lakhs. First quarter this much, second quarter this much, and third quarter rupees 20 lakhs. Now, the firm has obtained the registration under section 22 with effect from 1st of July. Under section 22 means they're talking about the registration of this particular person, and during registration, it opts for composition scheme. Whenever we are taking the composition scheme is also a registered person only, na? Just that he is registered under the composition scheme. So they took the registration on 1st of July year because their turnover exceeded. Na? In the first quarter, their turnover was 20 lakhs. From 1st July, it is going to exceed the limit. Determine the tax liability of Varun and Arun Associates for the quarters, first one, second one and third one. And the rates of taxes on architectural services are CGST 9%, SGST 9%. It is doing only intra-state supply. Chalo, everyone, this is the first year of his business. Okay, so preceding financial year turnover was 0. So current year at least, and he is doing services. So can we say at least he is eligible to opt for composition scheme under section 10(2)(a)? He is eligible to opt for composition for services till the time his turnover does not exceed rupees 50 lakh. Yes. Okay. Now, for the first quarter, he was an unregistered person. He took the registration only on 1st of July. So can we say tax liability for the first quarter is going to be 0. Unregistered person does not pay any tax. Right. Now, going to the second quarter, his turnover is equal to 30 lakhs. Now, can I say he has opted for composition scheme that was already given to us? Now, can we say till the end of second quarter also, his turnover has not exceeded 50 lakhs. It is exactly equal to 50 lakhs, but not exceeded 50 lakhs. So, my first question to you is, during the second quarter, is he eligible to opt for composition scheme? Is he eligible to opt for composition scheme? Yes, he is eligible. He is eligible to opt for composition scheme for second quarter. So, can we say he will pay the tax under section 10(2)(a)? What percentage of tax will be applicable for the second quarter? It is 10(2)(a) services. What percentage of tax will be applicable for the second quarter? 3% plus 3% will be the tax applicable. Yes, 3% and 3% will be the tax applicable. So you can accordingly do the calculation. 30 lakhs multiplied by 3 and 3%. We will show it. We will present it. Okay. Now, everyone here for the third quarter. Now, can we say his composition scheme is over here? His composition scheme is over here because when you check for the composition scheme, you check the total turnover. Now, see, please try to understand here. For the first 20 lakhs, tax is not payable. But can we say at least that is my turnover? So when I am checking my turnover will be calculated right from 1st of April. So this is going to be my aggregate turnover and my limit gets over here. So can I say from 1st October onwards, I will have to switch to regular scheme. So now my question to you is, on this 20 lakh, what will be the tax payable? On this 20 lakhs, what will be the tax payable? Yes, the tax payable is going to be 9% and 9%. 18% will be the tax payable now. Did you understand this, everyone? Please try to understand the first 20 lakhs free that you get. That is free from tax, but that is still your turnover. Hence, for calculating the eligibility of composition scheme, you will have to take that into consideration. Okay, so now, ma'am, how do we present this answer? How do we present this? So, you will have to write about the composition scheme under section 10(2)(a). Yes, you will have to write 10(2)(a), limit 50 lakh rupees you will have to write. Okay, then after that, you will relate it. Therefore, in the given case, since this is the first year of business, preceding financial year turnover was nil. Therefore, in the current year, Mr. Varun and Arun Associates is eligible to opt for composition scheme till the time his turnover does not exceed 50 lakhs in the current financial year. Therefore, till 30th September, it can opt for the composition scheme. Okay, but because this is the first year of business, there will be no tax on the first 20 lakhs because during that period, this person was an unregistered person because his turnover did not exceed the threshold limit for registration. Therefore, accordingly, then you can present it April to June on first 20 lakhs, no tax. Then July to September on the next 30 lakhs, tax at the rate 3% plus 3% under section 10(2)(a). Okay, and then October to December, 20 lakhs tax under regular scheme at the rate 9% and 9%. And again, you can write it in theory that with effect from 1st October, the person will have to, Varun and Arun Associates will have to switch itself from composition scheme to regular scheme because its turnover has exceeded the threshold limit of rupees 50 lakhs, and hence for the third quarter, the tax will be calculated at the rate of 9% plus 9%. Did you understand this, everyone? Were you able to solve this on your own also? Were you able to apply this on your own? If at all there was any mistake, okay, when you were interpreting the answer, if at that time, if you made any mistake, please mark that point as important so that you can revise it next time. Quickly tell me. Are you clear, everyone? Can I go to the next question? Yes. Okay, ठीक है. Chalo, let's go to the next one, everyone. Let's go to the next one. Chalo, I'm going to the next question. Question number 3, everyone. Let's try. Acha, do you, one point we did not revise in the theory, that was about marginal supply. Do you recollect about marginal supply? Yes, if I am providing, if I am supplying any goods or if I am providing any restaurant services, then along with this, can I do any marginal supply of services? Little marginal supply of services, can we do that? Yes, we can do marginal supply of services, but do you recollect the limit? How much amount of marginal supply of services we can do? Yes, it is 10% of the turnover in the preceding financial year. Okay, please remember 10% of the turnover in the preceding financial year or rupees 5 lakh, whichever is higher. Very good. And while calculating that preceding financial year turnover, one income you are supposed to exclude. Which income are you supposed to exclude? Do you recollect that? One income we are supposed to, yes, we have to exclude the interest income. Any income by way of interest or discount in the nature of loans, advances and deposits. Do you recollect that? That will always be excluded from your, in your composition scheme. Okay, this is not only for marginal supply, but in composition scheme section number 10, wherever you are calculating the turnover. Okay, let's say you are calculating the aggregate turnover of the preceding financial year, or let's say you are calculating the taxable turnover for paying the tax in the current quarter, or if you are calculating the turnover for this marginal supply, everywhere the interest will be excluded. Okay, this is a common point. Interest will be excluded everywhere. You can remember it that way. Okay, ठीक है, चलो. And अच्छा, what if we are there under 10(2)(a? What if I am providing some services under section 10(2)(a and I want to do some marginal supply of goods along with that? I can do marginal supply of goods, but is there any limit or there is no limit applicable? No limit applicable, just that my total turnover should be maximum up to 50 lakhs. Everything taken together should be maximum up to rupees 50 lakhs. Okay, here there is no limit, but for 10(1) and 10(2) the limit is applicable. Okay, chalo. Now coming on to question number 3. Let's start. Examine whether the suppliers are eligible for composition levy under section 10 in the following independent cases. So what I have done is I have combined all the questions relating to whether composition scheme applicable or not. I have combined all those things at one place and I have made a power pack question here. Okay, let's try. First one, technology enterprises registered in Jalandhar, Punjab is engaged in manufacturing and supplying computer systems. Its aggregate turnover in the preceding financial year is 125 lakhs. Technology enterprises supplies the computer systems manufactured by it within the state of Punjab only. With a view to expand its business operation, it will also start providing the repair services in Punjab in the current financial year. As of now, it is selling computer systems. Now it wants to start doing repairing services of computer system. Now you just have to give the answer whether this person is eligible for composition scheme and can it start providing this repairing services also. First question to you, everyone. Is technology enterprises eligible for composition scheme in the current financial year? Is it eligible? Yes, it is eligible for composition scheme because it is eligible for composition scheme under section 10(1), 10(2), and it is in Punjab. So 1.5 crore of turnover is going to be, limit of turnover is going to be applicable, and we are well within the limits. That is one thing. Another thing, can it start providing repair services? Yes, absolutely it can start providing, but maximum up to 10% of the aggregate turnover in the preceding financial year, or 5 lakh, whichever is higher. Okay, let's assume this 125 lakh does not include any interest. Let's assume that way. So 12.5 lakh, 10% of 125 lakhs, or rupees 5 lakh, whichever is higher. So my answer is equal to 12.5 lakhs. Everyone, did you understand this? Did you understand this, everyone? Yes. Ajay, you asked that, ma'am, what will be the tax rate for goods under 10(2)(a)? Same, whatever is the rate applicable for 10(2)(a). 10(2)(a) was services. For services, 6%, 3 and 3%, 6% was applicable. Same will be applicable on the total turnover. Wahan pe, there you don't have to do the bifurcation of goods and services. Okay? ठीक है, done. Chalo, I'm going to the next one, everyone. Let's try the B1. Messrs. Siddharth and Sons, registered in Delhi, owns a restaurant, Tasty Foods, with a turnover of 112 lakhs in the preceding financial year. In view of the growing customer demand, it will also start intrastate trading of juices in Delhi. Trading of juices. Tell me, is it eligible to opt for composition scheme? Quickly give me the answer. Simple, very simple question. Eligible, na? Because anyway he is there into restaurant business, that comes under section number 10(1), 10(2) of the CGST Act, and now it wants to do trading of juices in Delhi. That is also goods, and that will also come in 10(1) and 10(2). So till the time its turnover does not exceed 1.50 crore, it can continue to remain under the composition scheme. Right? Okay. Then after that, going to the next one. Sitaram Associates, registered in Sikkim. Was it there in my MMNT SAMU? Was Sikkim there in my MMMT SAMU? Yes, it was there. So we have to be careful now. Okay, it is engaged in running a restaurant chain, Veg Kitchen, in the state. It has a turnover of rupees 73 lakhs in the preceding financial year. In the current financial year, very important question, in the current financial year, it decides to shut down the food chain owing to huge losses being incurred in the said business. Instead, it will start providing intrastate architect services. Last year, it was restaurant, turnover was 73 lakhs, Sikkim. Current year, restaurant closed and architect services is planned to be given. Tell me, everyone. Eligible for composition scheme or not eligible for composition scheme? Eligible for very, very important mistake area. Can I say this person, again think and give me the answer. Can we say if this person is in Sikkim? Okay, if this person is in Sikkim, these are the facts. Sikkim, and now he wants to give services. So can we say now we'll have to check the limit of section number 10(2)(a)? Now we'll have to check the limit for 10(2)(a). Yes, limit for 10(2)(a) is equal to 50 lakhs. So eligible or not eligible? He is not eligible. Did you understand now? He is not eligible. This is a mistake area. See, last year it was restaurant business, doesn't matter. Current year you are checking the eligibility for services, na? So for that, your last year turnover should not have exceeded rupees 50 lakhs, and hence, now because in this case, because it has already exceeded rupees 50 lakhs, so this person is not eligible to opt for composition scheme for services in the current financial year. Did you understand this, everyone? If you did a mistake, please star mark it. Done, manageable. ठीक है, चलो. Then after that, going to the next one. Dipti Services Limited, registered in Uttarakhand. Okay, is exclusively providing intrastate Hair styling services. It has a turnover of 34 lakhs in the preceding financial year. No, okay, till here can you tell me eligible for composition scheme? Eligible for composition scheme under section 10(2)(a)? Yes, ma'am. Services is there, eligible, no problem. Will your answer be different if Dipti Services Limited also start intrastate supply of beauty products along with hairstyling services in the current financial year? Can she provide goods? Can she provide marginal supply of goods along with section 10(2)(a)? Yes, she can do marginal supply of goods along with services, but the total turnover should not exceed what amount? The total turnover in the current financial year should not exceed rupees 50 lakhs if she wants to stay into the composition scheme. Did you understand this, everyone? Yes? ठीक है. Okay, chalo. Going to the next one, everyone. Let's try the next one. Let's try the next one. Let's try. Looks like a big question. Let's see. Messrs. T is a registered dealer of Andhra Pradesh, trading in different types of machinery and its related different types of services. Their aggregate turnover for the preceding financial year for sale of machine was 1.32 crore. It was first year, so they had not started for providing services relating to machinery. From financial year 23-24 onwards, they are planning to provide repair and maintenance services of 6.25 lakh, for which they have to purchase some raw material of 5 lakh from other state. Purchasing raw material of 5 lakh from other state, is it okay from composition point of view? Is it okay? Purchase, no problem. Okay, till date they are purchasing within the state only. Okay, now whether Messrs. T can opt for composition scheme under section 10(1), 10(2)(a) or 10(2) of the CGST Act for the financial year 23-24. For financial year 23-24, I want you to give the answer. Can they opt for composition scheme? Their main work is sale of machine, and now they want to provide repairing services also. So, and they are into Andhra Pradesh. Tell me, are they eligible to opt for composition scheme? Which section number are you applying? Yes, they are eligible. They can opt for composition scheme under section 10(1), 10(2) of the CGST Act till the time that because their preceding financial year turnover, first of all, it did not exceed rupees 1.5 crore, and in the current year also, till the time the turnover does not exceed 1.5 crore, they are eligible to opt for the composition scheme. Second question that they are asking here is, what about the repair and maintenance services that they want to start providing? Along with 10(1), 10(2), can they do marginal supply of services? Can they do marginal supply of services? Yes, ma'am, they can do. How much? How much? I'm giving the answer on your behalf. 10% of the turnover in the preceding financial year, that is 1.32 crore multiplied by 10% or rupees 5 lakh, whichever is higher. Yes, this comes to 13.20 lakh or 5 lakh, whichever is higher. So they can provide marginal supply of services maximum up to 13.20 lakhs. Did you understand this, everyone? Shalini, in section number 10(1) and 10(2), your goods are covered, okay, and along with goods, your restaurant services covered. But what if you are engaged in goods and goods ke saath mein, along with goods, if you want to do other marginal supply of service, so that is allowed. But limit bhi diya hua hai uska, and the limit should, or the aggregate turnover limit should also not get exceeded. Okay. चलो ठीक है अभी everyone let's go to the next one. I'll give you a minute. Try question number F on your own and give me the answer. Try question number F on your own and give me the answer. Write the answer and tell me. Eligible, not eligible, section number what? Give me the answer. Very simple question. Eligible? Yes, services they are talking about. Previous year turnover is only 49 lakh rupee. Eligible under section number 10(2)A because the preceding financial year turnover did not exceed rupees 50 lakhs. Very good. Okay, next one. Everyone try the G point on your own. Try the G question on your own and give me the answer. Supplies goods in the neighboring states. Not eligible. Interstate supply, not eligible. Very good. H point, give me the answer. Yes, interstate outward supply, not eligible. Very good. H point, give me the answer. Ha ha ha. Mistake area. Mistake area. Eligible, not eligible. See these words, everyone. Trading of pan masala. Manufacturer of pan masala is prohibited. To him, the composition scheme is not eligible. But trader of a pan masala, he is eligible. Okay. If you did a mistake, star mark. If you did a mistake, star mark. Please try to understand. Don't just see pan masala. See whether he is a trader or manufacturer. If he is a manufacturer, then not allowed. But if he is a trader, composition scheme is allowed. Okay. ठीक है, चलो. Next one. Let's do the I point together, everyone. I question. Let's do it together. Messrs. Narayan and Sons, a registered dealer, is running a Khana Khazana restaurant near City Palace in Jaipur. Restaurant, okay? And Rajasthan. Jaipur, Rajasthan. It has a turnover of 140 lakhs. 140 lakhs in the preceding financial year. In the current financial year, it has also started dealing in intrastate trading of beverages. Intrastate trading of beverages in Jaipur itself. Tell me. Tell me. Eligible, not eligible, what? Point number I. Eligible for composition scheme. Restaurant business, Rajasthan, last year turnover 1.40 and it is now planning to start intrastate trading of beverages in Jaipur, Rajasthan. Eligible till 1.50 crore, no problem in that. Acha, everyone, what if I change the wordings here? What if I change the wordings here? What if instead of trading, I write it is going to deal into manufacturing of beverages? What if I write manufacturing of beverages? By chance, if I write manufacturing of beverages, then answer changes, na? Then it is not eligible. Why? Beverages, aerated waters, right? Institute, our ICAI says beverages here means aerated waters. Manufacturing of aerated waters prohibited just like pan masala. Did you understand this, everyone? Did you understand this? Okay. Chalo. Then after that, try the J question on your own. Try the J question on your own. Samir, if they are specifically telling you about, some coffee or those type of beverages, specifically, okay, then we have to then be it trading, be it manufacturing, then that is okay. Okay, but here they had specifically specified that if only beverages is given, then that is to be treated at par with aerated waters. So safer thing will be to write a note for that. And now we know that if we get beverages in our exam, we have to treat it at par with aerated waters. ठीक है. J point your answer. J point answer. Mrs. Him Naresh, a registered dealer, exclusively providing intrastate architect services in Uttarakhand, turnover 40 lakhs. Eligible, not eligible? Eligible under section 10(2)(a), limit is equal to rupees 50 lakhs. If for services, MMNT, SAMU doesn't matter, right? For services, MMNT, SAMU doesn't matter. For all the states, it is anyway 50 lakhs. Okay. Last one. Let's try. Pepper and Salt Limited, registered in Madhya Pradesh, has the turnover amounting to 80 lakh in the financial year. Let's assume 2017-18. It wants to avail the benefit of composition scheme under section 10(1) of the CGST Act in the next year. You are required to advise regarding the availability of composition scheme under section 10(1) for the next year. Okay, first let's give the answer on this behalf. Normal, Pepper and Salt Limited, registered in Madhya Pradesh, turnover is 80 lakhs in the preceding financial year, and it wants to go for composition scheme under section 10(1), means goods and restaurant, that one. Is it eligible? Is it eligible or not eligible? Pepper and Salt Limited. Quickly give me the answer. Eligible or not eligible? Eligible or not eligible? Preceding year turn. It is in Madhya Pradesh only. It is in Madhya Pradesh only. Eligible, normal, no problem. Okay. It is eligible, provided it is not dealing into those manufacturing of those goods, and providing it is not supplying in some other state, provided it is not engaged in any such business which is totally not eligible to GST. Okay. And will your answer change if Pepper and Salt Limited is registered in Arunachal Pradesh? Will your answer change? If Pepper and Salt Limited is registered in Arunachal Pradesh for section 10(1), will your answer change? Yes, my answer will change. Yes, answer will change. Why? Because if it is in Arunachal Pradesh, then my threshold limit that I have to check for the preceding financial year is equal to 75 lakhs, which has already been exceeded. So if the office is situated in Arunachal Pradesh, then this person will not be eligible for composition scheme. Everyone, manageable till here? Yes. So your limits of composition scheme and the provisions of composition scheme have more or less have been revised here, everyone. Yes. Let's do a few more questions on composition scheme. I'm continuing. Few more questions on composition scheme. Let's try. First one. MN Limited has 2 registered place of business in the state of Haryana. Okay, its aggregate turnover during the previous financial year was 62 lakhs. It wishes to opt for composition levy under 10(1), 10(2) for one of the place of business in the current year and wants to continue with registration under regular scheme and pay taxes at normal rate for other place of business. Can MN Limited do so? Explain with reasons. I think we have already discussed here. Can you give me the answer quickly, everyone? No, it cannot do so. It cannot do so because what does the provision say? The provisions say that when a person who is having a single PAN, and if such a person is having multiple offices registered under that single PAN, then in that case, the person shall not be eligible to opt for composition scheme unless all the offices under the same PAN have opted for the composition scheme. And therefore, in the given case, MN Limited does not have the option to select composition scheme for one office and regular scheme for another office. Yes, okay, uniformity should be there. Very good. Next one. Ranveer Industries, registered in Himachal Pradesh, is engaged in making interstate supplies of ready-made garments. The aggregate turnover of Ranveer Industries in the preceding financial year is 70 lakhs. It has opted for composition levy under subsections 1 and 2 of section 10 in the current financial year and paid tax for April to June quarter of the current year under the composition levy. The proper officer has levied penalty for wrongly availing the scheme on Ranveer Industries in addition to the tax payable by it. Examine the validity of the action taken by the proper officer. Please try to understand. It is registered in Himachal Pradesh and it is doing interstate supplies of ready-made garments. Last year turnover was 70 lakh rupees and it is continuing under composition levy. And for the first quarter of this year, it is paying the tax under composition levy. Proper officer is coming and proper officer is levying the penalty for wrongly availing the composition scheme. Tell me, is it valid? Is the action taken by the proper officer valid or invalid? Yes, action taken by the proper officer is equal to valid. Yes, why the action taken by him is valid? Because whenever a person, as per the provisions of section 10, whenever a person is opting for composition scheme, that person is prohibited from making any interstate supply, any interstate outward supplies. If he wants to make interstate outward supplies, then he will have to opt out of the composition scheme. So if he is not himself opting out of the composition scheme, then the proper officer has full rights to collect the differential tax from him. Yes, and to levy the penalty. Levy the penalty. Which section numbers are you going to quote for the purpose of levying the penalty? Now, if they ask you for the current financial year, etc., then earlier we used to quote section number 73, 74. Now we are going to quote section number 74A. Proper officer can levy penalty under section 74A of the CGST Act. And hence, please give the final conclusion in the same manner in which they have asked you the question. The question that they have asked you here, examine the validity of the action taken by the proper officer. So the action taken by the proper officer by imposing the penalty and in addition to the tax payable is absolutely correct. Are you understanding this, everyone? Yes? Okay. Then after that, chalo, let's do the next one, everyone. Let's try the next one. C point. I'll give you 2 minutes. Try point number C on your own. It looks big and hence I want you to try this. Please try on your own. Okay. First question is it eligible for composition scheme? First question is, you are required to advise Shubhalakshmi Foods whether it is eligible for composition scheme under section 10.1, 10.2 of the section number 10. Yes, it is eligible. Why? First of all, it is in Maharashtra. Another thing, it is restaurant services. Yes, bank interest, we have to exclude it from the turnover. I told you everywhere from the turnover you have to exclude it. So its turnover did not exceed 1.5 crore in the preceding financial year. So at least in the current financial year, it is eligible to opt for the composition scheme. That is one thing that they are telling. Okay, next thing is, in the current year, now its turnover is 130 lakhs from restaurant service, 10 lakh from supply of farm labor in Maharashtra, and it has also earned bank interest of 30 lakhs from FD. Compute the tax payable by Shubhalakshmi in the current financial year. Now, in the current financial year, will tax be calculated on this 30 lakhs of interest? No, tax will not come because this is totally excluded. Okay, it is totally excluded from the turnover. But on all the rest of the turnover, that is 130 lakh of supply of restaurant services and 10 lakh of supply of labor. 140 lakh is the turnover on which tax will be paid, right? And it is restaurant service. On restaurant service, it is how much? On restaurant service, it is 2.5% and 2.5%. So total 5%. So 7 lakh is the total tax payable. If you divide it, we'll get 3 lakh 50,000, 3 lakh 50,000. Did you understand this, everyone? Did you understand this? Yes, super awesome. So first, we'll write the answer for the first part. Previous year turnover will be aggregate turnover will be 140 lakh for the previous financial year, because interest is always excluded. See, if you add interest, then your answer will totally change. Okay, interest is excluded from all the turnovers under section number 10. So my aggregate turnover for the last year was 1.40 crore, which is less than 1.50 crore. Hence, this person is eligible for composition scheme. Then for the current year, you have to show the tax payable. Tax payable. For that, you have to calculate the turnover in the state or union territory. For that turnover in the state or union territory also, interest will be excluded. So my turnover for the current quarter or current year will be 130 lakhs plus 10 lakhs. 140 lakhs, rate of tax is equal to 2.5%. That's how you're required to present it. Manageable till here. Can we go ahead? Yes. ठीक है. चलो. Try the D point on your own. Try D point on your own. Question D on your own quickly and give me the answer. Priya, supply of farm labor, even if you are considering it as an agricultural activity, we can say that it is an exempt turnover, right? But in composition, when we calculate the tax payable, we have to calculate it on the total turnover, na? Remember, only for trader, we take the taxable turnover, but for all the others, we have to take it on the total turnover. So even if it is taxable, even if it is exempt turnover, we have to, under composition, we will have to pay the tax on that. Only interest income, it is exempt, and on that we don't have to pay any tax under composition scheme. Okay? ठीक है. Now answer for the D1. Answer for the D1. Very good. He cannot continue. He cannot continue to pay tax under composition scheme for the remainder of the year. Why? Because the turnover has exceeded, and immediately he will have to switch to the regular scheme by filing an intimation. Intimation within how many days are we required to file? Intimation we have to file within a time period of 7 days. 7 days from the day when my turnover has exceeded. As soon as the day on which my turnover exceeds, from that day, within 7 days, he will have to file a intimation. But irrespective of the fact of filing the intimation, immediately the day when my limit exceeds, from that day, I have to start paying the taxes under regular scheme. Okay. Priya, did you understand about that supply of farm labor and all others also? Did you understand about that supply of farm labor? Supply of farm labor, okay, if we are considering it as an exempt activity, it is still my exempt turnover. Under composition scheme, whatever 5%, 6%, 1% you are paying, you have to pay it on your total turnover, na? In that turnover, only interest will be excluded. Rest on all the turnover, you have to pay the tax, except in case of a trader. For trader, we pay 1% only of the taxable turnover. Did you understand this point? Yes. Okay. ठीक है. Next one, everyone. Start the E point on your own. Last question on your own. Last question on your own. Please start. Okay, so the answers are ready. He's eligible. They are eligible for composition scheme, right? They are eligible for composition scheme because preceding financial turnover. First of all, they were engaged in supply of goods only. So 10-1, 10-2 was applicable, and they were in Delhi. So the limit is equal to 1.50 crore. Their turnover was anyway only rupees 80 lakhs. So in the current year, they are eligible for composition scheme. Okay, that is the first thing. Now, within the same firm, his son wants to provide interior decoration services. Okay, under the same firm name, Messrs. Rajbir and Sons, with effect from 1st April, and wants to enjoy the benefits of composition scheme. Now, what should be your advice in this case? Can we say now this is only a sole proprietor, and now his son wants to provide interior decoration services. So ideally, they should convert their proprietorship firm into a partnership firm. That can be one of the advice that we can give. That is what they have asked us advise Mr. Rajbir and his son Karan. Yes, if they take a new registration and if they convert their proprietorship firm into partnership firm, then in that case, along by following section number 10.1 and 10.2, they can do marginal supply of interior decoration of services. Yes, marginal supply of interior decoration services, that is 10% of last year turnover, that is 10% of 80 lakhs or rupees 5 lakh, whichever is higher. So he can provide 10% of 80 lakhs will give me 8 lakhs, 8 lakhs or 5 lakh, whichever is higher. So they can provide interior decoration services of up to rupees 8 lakhs. Everyone, did you understand this? Yes, just one extra advice that we are giving here is what? Because it was a sole proprietorship concern and now his son also wants to join the business and start a new business line, then it is advisable to convert the proprietorship firm into a partnership firm and take a new GST registration. Everyone, manageable till here? Yes. Okay. If you missed this point of advice, okay, because they have again and again mentioned, assume it is a sole proprietorship, and that's the reason we have given the advice from that angle point of view. Otherwise, even if you write the answer till 8 lakhs, it is okay. Okay, but they have repeatedly given you your sole proprietor, sole proprietor. So maybe they are expecting the answer from that angle, and hence it is advisable. We did not say that as per law they have to convert it. It is advisable for them to convert it into a partnership. Done everyone? Manageable? Can we go ahead now? Yes. Okay. All the questions are done till here in relation to composition. Let me check if anything else is also left. Okay, one more question I want to do. One more question. Please come to question number 6. Please come to question number 6. Let's try. Yes, yes. If firm is non-existence, if it is the first year, then accordingly the limits will be applicable. Chalo, can we start with question number 6, everyone? Let's try. Let's try. Mr. Yash, doing business in the state of Kerala, commenced his business in the month of April 2020 and provides the following further information. His intrastate turnover for the first 2 quarters was as follows. He has just started the business. First quarter turnover 20 lakhs. Second quarter turnover 100 lakhs. First year of business. In each of the quarters, exempt supply made by him was 25% of the total turnover. Everywhere, the proportion of exempt turnover is 25%, taxable is balance 75%. Since the product supplied by him was eligible for composition scheme, he opted for registration under composition scheme with effect from 1st July. First quarter, he did not do anything. From second quarter onwards, he registered under composition scheme. You are required to compute the tax payable by Mr. Yash under GST laws from the above information. First one, if he is a manufacturer. Second one, if he is a trader. Before jumping to the answer, can you tell me, first of all, is he eligible for composition scheme? This is his first year of business. He is either a manufacturer or he is a trader. Is he eligible for composition scheme? Yes, he is eligible. Yes, he is eligible. Why? Preceding financial year turnover was 0. Yes, preceding financial year turnover was 0. This is the first year of business. Current year, he can opt for composition scheme till the time his turnover does not exceed 1.50 crore. Yes. Okay. Now, first quarter, he did not get himself registered. Is it okay? Is it okay? Yes. Because he becomes eligible for registration only after 20 lakhs. So, for the first quarter, can we say there will be 0 tax? Okay. But will this 20 lakhs be included in his turnover? Will this 20 lakh, even if there is no tax, but will this be included in its turnover? Yes, it will be included in its turnover. Now, July to September turnover, second quarter turnover is 100 lakhs. He is still eligible for composition scheme because limit is 1.50 crore. Even if you add both the quarters together, it comes to 120 lakhs only. Means it is 1.20 crore only. Now, my question to you, if he is a manufacturer, what percentage of tax will be applicable on what amount? What percentage of tax will be applicable on what amount? Manufacturer of goods. 0.5%, 0.5%, 1%. Yes. Acha, if he is a manufacturer, then 1% of taxable turnover or total turnover? In case of manufacturer, it was 1% of the total turnover. So it will be 0.5, 0.5. I'm just writing it for simplicity. This is nothing but 0.5, 0.5% of 100 lakhs. Acha, and what if he is a trader? Then 0.5%, 0.5%, that is 1% of what? Only of the taxable turnover. Only of the taxable turnover. And how much will be the taxable turnover? Exempt turnover portion is how much? Exempt turnover portion is 25%. So taxable will be, can we say 100 lakhs multiplied by 75%, everyone? 75 lakhs. Did you understand this? Yes. Shalini, here, why is he opting for composition scheme in middle of the year? He is taking the registration for the first time, na? Before this, he was unregistered. Ye uska first year of business hai. This is his first year of business. And whenever we are opting for first time registration, at that time we have got the option to select composition scheme or regular scheme. First time you can, whenever you want to opt for composition scheme, you can. Later, whenever you want to switch to composition scheme, later, after you are a registered person under regular scheme, later if you want to go to composition scheme, then in that case, it can be done from beginning of a new financial year. Everyone, are you ready with the answers? Are you ready with the answers? Figures, amount. For the first quarter, the tax will be 0. For second quarter, for quarter 2, if that person is a manufacturer, it will be 0.5% and 0.5% of 100 lakhs. And if that person is a trader, then it will be 0.5% of 75 lakhs. Yes. Did you get this, everyone? Answers. 0.5%. 1% will be 1 lakh. So 0.5 will be 50,000. 50,000 manufacturer. And this will be 75% of that. So 37,500. Are you getting this, everyone? So here we'll have to write the theory first. That what is the rate of, first of all, we'll have to write that he is eligible for composition scheme. Therefore, when he is opting for registration in the month of July, he can opt for composition scheme while taking the registration. Then we'll have to write, if he is a manufacturer, the rate of tax will be so and so. If he is a trader, the rate of tax will be so and so on the taxable turnover. And then we'll have to show the calculations. Everyone, did you get the answers? Can I go ahead? Yes. Okay, ठीक है. चलो. Question number 6 is also done. 7 is on RCM. 8 is on turnover. Then MCQs. Okay, please come to the, I'm just completing the composition scheme first and then we'll be left with only RCM part that we can take it together. Everyone, please come to exclusive question number 1. Exclusive question number 1. Nice question on composition scheme. Your ICAI study material question. Let's do it. ICAI study material question. Let's do it. Please take your calculators. We'll need calci now. Chalo, I'm reading question number 1, everyone. B and D company, a partnership firm in Nagpur, Maharashtra is a wholesaler. Okay, not a manufacturer, trader kind of a person. Of taxable product P and product Q exempt by way of a notification. Product P is taxable, product Q is exempt. The firm supplies these products only in the eastern part of Maharashtra. All the procurements, both goods and services, are from the suppliers registered under the regular scheme in the state of Maharashtra. The firm pays the tax under composition scheme. Okay. It is a trader. It is under composition scheme, means it is there under section 10.1, 10.2. Did you understand by way of wholesaler? How did I interpret that this person is a trader? Yes, he is not a manufacturer. And if he is a trader, what will be the rate of tax applicable? Just now we did. What will be the rate of tax applicable? It will be 0.5% of the taxable turnover only. Correct? Okay. This interpretation is very, very important here. Okay. Then, a B and D company has furnished the following details with respect to its turnover exclusive of taxes. Okay, particulars, product P. Product P was a taxable product, na? This is a taxable product, this is an exempt product. Turnover for the first quarter, 60 lakhs, 17 lakhs, 65,000. Turnover for the next quarter is 50 lakhs and 17 lakhs. Okay, so for both the products taken together, they have given us the turnover and this person is registered under the composition scheme. Chalo, everyone, my question to you is, till what amount this person will be eligible for composition scheme? Till what amount, till what turnover will this person be eligible for composition scheme? I'm not talking about tax. Only the turnover. 1.50 crore. 1.50 crore. Okay. Chalo, let's do the total now. For first quarter, how much is my total turnover? 60 lakhs plus 17 lakhs 65,000. 77 lakhs 65,000 is my turnover for the first quarter. How much is my turnover for the next quarter? It is 67 lakhs. Give me the totals till the second quarter. Cumulative total till the second quarter. It is 1 crore 44 lakh 65,000. Are you getting this? 1 crore 44 lakh 65,000. Till now also I have not reached 1.50 crore. Till now I have not reached 1.5. Still something is left. Chalo, now see what they have given. The extract, everyone here, the extract of the only bill book maintained by the firm showed the following details. Till 30 September, my turnover was this. Now, after that, 1st October sales, 2nd October, 3rd October, they have given you the sales after that. For product P, product Q and its total. So, let's go on, let's cumulate it, everyone. Let's cumulate it. It was already 1 crore 44 lakh 65,000 plus 2 lakh 3,000. So till here I am getting 146,68,000. Then by another sale, my turnover goes to, I'm just adding the figure. Here my turnover goes to 1 crore 48 lakhs, 6,250. So now also, till now also I am eligible for composition scheme. Then 2nd October, turnover 106,250. My turnover here is 1 crore 49 lakh 12,500. Till here also I am there under composition scheme. Right? Now on 3rd October plus 92,500. Oh God, exceeded. Here my turnover becomes 1 crore 50 lakh 5,000. Everyone, are you there with me? Did you get this? I'm just doing the total turnover, cumulative turnover. Yes. So can I say because of this sale, which is done on 3rd October, my turnover has exceeded 1.50 crore. So my composition should get over on 2nd of October itself. On 3rd October, when I'm making this invoice for these products, I should make the invoice under the regular scheme only. Yes. So from 3rd October, I will have to come under the regular scheme. This is the conclusion which I have got. Yes. Now see everyone. Now let's go ahead. Now no need to see the further sales. All the further sales, including this 92,500, is going to be there under the regular scheme only. Okay. Now see what are they asking. Further, B and D company paid freight of 1,40,000 to a GTA. Reference of RCM is coming up here. During the period April to October. Assume equal amount of freight is paid each month on 10th day of each month. Okay. So April, May, June, July, August, September, October. Total 7 months. For 7 months, we have paid a freight of 1,40,000 equal amount. So can we say 20,000 rupees per month is the freight that we have paid to the GTA? If freight paid means, can we say we have taken GTA services? Means can we say this is my inward supply? Yes. Acha. And this freight is paid on 10th of every month. That is 10th April, 10th May, 10th October, this way. Okay. Also assume that the goods for which the freight is paid on 10th are transported between 11th to 20th of the month. So we pay the freight on 10th and the goods are actually transported between 11th to the 20th. Okay. All the above amounts are exclusive of taxes wherever applicable. Compute the GST liability. Ignoring the ITC provisions of B&D company for the period April to October under the composition scheme. Only for composition scheme they are asking. Means, can we say, everyone, they are asking the tax liability only till 2nd of October. Under composition scheme, they are asking means they are asking only till 2nd October. Yes, under subsection 1 and 2 of section number 10, showing calculations for each of the quarter separately for quarter 1, quarter 2 and quarter 3. Make suitable assumption wherever required. Rate of CGST and SGST on transportation of goods by GTA is 2.5% each and stock is valued at cost price. Okay, now listen. Please try to understand here. Okay, 2 to 3 things which I want to tell you and I want to clarify your doubts also. Okay, see, when you calculate aggregate turnover, okay, when you are checking the limit of 1.50 crore, everyone, I want the answers from you. At that time, do we take taxable turnover as well as exempt turnover? When we check the limit of 1.50 crore, do we take taxable turnover as well as exempt turnover in your calculation? Yes, we take both. Okay, only what is not taken? What is not taken? Taxes are not taken. Interest income is not taken. Yes, inward supply on which I am paying the tax under RCM, that is not taken. For calculating your turnover, we take 1.50 crore. Okay, but when a trader is going to pay the tax, not calculation of turnover, when he is going to pay the tax, at that time we are going to take only the taxable turnover. Everyone agreed with me? Everyone agreed with me? Did you understand this? When he pays the tax, we will take only the taxable turnover. Did you understand this? Yes. Okay. Take it. Acha, another thing. Okay, here, why didn't I do the bifurcation? Okay, here, why didn't I do the bifurcation? Why? Because they have given a single bill number. In a single bill, they have sold product P also, product Q also of this amount. Can we break the bill for the purpose of composition? No, we cannot break the bill. Did you understand this? If he wanted to take that benefit, then he should have made different amount of bill. So that exact 1.5 crore would have gone into composition scheme. Did you understand, everyone? So we are not supposed to do the bifurcation here. Okay? Take. Chalo, now listen. Everyone here. Now, the hint that they have given is, on GTA, the rate of GST is 2.5% each. Means, can we say we are assuming that in case of GTA, RCM is applicable? Everyone? Yes? Did you understand here RCM is applicable? Yes? If RCM is applicable means, can we say the recipient will have to pay the tax under reverse charge mechanism? Yes? Acha, and is RCM applicable for composition scheme person also? Is RCM applicable for composition scheme person also? Means the time when I am there into composition, is RCM applicable to me also? Yes, why not? I have to pay the tax under reverse charge mechanism on my inward supply. So can I say GTA is the supplier and this B and D company is the recipient? Yes, I am paying the freight. Okay, GTA is the supplier. GTA is not paying any GST. So B and D company every month on the freight of 20,000, can we say it will have to pay the GST under reverse charge mechanism? Now, normal fund of reverse charge mechanism is the recipient pays the tax in cash under reverse charge mechanism and then he takes the credit. But what will happen in case of composition scheme dealer? He will pay the tax in cash just like he is normally doing. But will he be eligible for credit? Will he be eligible for ITC? Composition scheme person, B&D company will also pay the tax under reverse charge mechanism. But will he be eligible for ITC on the same? No, he will not be eligible because composition person is totally outside ITC. So he will have to pay the tax at 2.5%, but he cannot take the ITC. Okay. Chalo, now, everyone, can we start doing the calculations? Everyone? Yes, let's do what are we supposed to calculate here is the tax liability. Okay. See here, where is it? Compute the GST liability under composition scheme for each quarter separately. Okay, I am trying to present the answer here. Everyone, please try to understand. Okay, please try to understand. Everyone here. Acha, first part of your answer, can we say there we will have to show the cumulative turnover when it is getting crossed? So that is going to be my theoretical explanation. That my turnover for quarter 1, that is product P plus Q. Okay, product P plus Q, where is it? Here it was. For first quarter is equal to 77,65,000. Okay, then turnover for quarter 2, product P and Q is equal to, how much was it? It was 67 lakh. It was 67 lakhs. Yes, then after that, plus turnover for which date? Turnover for 1st October. You can add both of these and write. Turnover for 1st October. You can add that figure. Plus turnover for 2nd quarter. 2nd October, sorry. 2nd October. 2nd October is this one. That is 106,250. 106,250. Okay, for 1st October, what were the two figures? 2,03,000 and 1,38,250. Okay, till here my turnover was how much? We had calculated it. It was 1,49,12,500. Yes, till. This is turnover till 2nd October. Then we will add turnover for 3rd October. Turnover for 3rd October was how much? It was 92,500. 92,500. Then we will show the total 1,50,00,000 and 5,000. Something like that. That was my turnover. So we will write here. Therefore, he is ineligible for composition scheme with effect from 2nd October, with effect from 3rd October. That is, he can continue till 2nd of October. Right? This is what we have to present first, showing that we understood that how are we supposed to calculate the turnover and on which day my turnover is getting exceeded. Okay, now the question is asking me, GST liability under composition scheme. Right? Composition scheme means, can I say it will start from 1st of April and it will go till 2nd of October. Everyone, did you understand this? 1st of April till 2nd of October. Yes, because from 3rd of October onwards, I am going to go into the regular scheme. Okay. Now here, the columns will be, first of all, particulars will be there. Then quarter 1 will be there. Quarter 1 is your April to June. Then quarter 2 will be there. That is July to September. And quarter 3 will be there, but only from 1st October to 2nd October. Because I am calculating only for composition. Yes. Okay. Now. Can we start, everyone? Did you understand this? Everyone, did you understand till here? Yes. Okay. Now you give me the answer, everyone. When we are writing here in the particulars and when we are calculating the GST liability, will we take both the products or will we take only product P? Will we take both the products or will we take only product P? We will take only product P. Taxable product P. Okay, taxable product P. How much tax liability will be there? 0.5% each CGST and 0.5% SGST. Yes. Now go and check how much was my turnover for quarter 1 of product P. Turnover. How much was my turnover? It was 60 lakh rupees. Here it is. For product P, it was 60 lakh rupees. So 60 lakhs multiplied by 0.5%. Can we say it is going to be 30,000 rupees each? CGST and SGST. Yes. This we have calculated on rupees 60 lakhs. Similarly, second quarter turnover of product P was 50 lakh rupees. So we will calculate, this is for Q1, on rupees 50 lakhs for Q2. That will be how much? 25,000 rupees each. Yes. And for quarter 3, let's check, everyone. We will take 2 lakh, we will take 1,36,000 and we will take 67,000 only. 2 lakh plus 1,36,000 plus 67,000, that is only till second quarter. Did you get 4,03,000, everyone? Did you get the turnover as 4,03,000? Only till 2nd October we are going to take. Shalini, regular scheme will be applicable from 3rd October, na? So till 2nd October we are still there and into composition scheme. So for this we will have to pay the tax under composition scheme. So on 4,03,000 for Q3, 4,03,000 multiplied by 0.5%, 2015. Yes, this is my tax payable. Acha, then we will simply present exempt product Q. Exempt product Q, no tax. Because he is a trader. Yes. Okay. Then after that, everyone, one more tax liability will come. What is that one more amount that is going to come up here? Can I say tax payable on GTA services under reverse charge mechanism? That tax we have to pay under reverse charge mechanism. Yes. Okay. Now, can we say that we have to pay on the freight? Yes. How much was the freight per month? How much was the freight per month? How much did we determine? It was 1,40,000 for 7 months. So 20,000 rupees per month. It is 20,000 per month now. And this calculation that we are doing, this is for 1 quarter. This is for 1 quarter. So can we say it is 1,40,000 divided by 7 months multiplied by 3 months, because we are doing it for 1 quarter. So 60,000 rupees multiplied by 5% or 2.5% and 2.5%. Did you understand this? 60,000 multiplied by 2.5%. Are you getting 1,500 rupees? 1,500 rupees, everyone? CGST and SGST. 1,500 and 1,500. Yes. Acha. Can we say same figure is going to come for the next quarter also? Same calculation, 3 months. Yes. Acha. Now listen. I want your answer for the last 1st October to 2nd October. Any tax or no tax? Any tax or no tax? For this Q3 on RCM, any tax or no tax? No tax. Why no tax? Why no tax? Did you notice freight is paid on which date of every month? Freight is paid on 10th day of every month. So freight would have been paid on 10th of October. But composition scheme is getting over on which date? Composition scheme is getting over on 2nd October itself. So can we say here there will be no liability? Liability on RCM will come, but that will come under our normal scheme calculation, regular scheme calculation. Did you understand this point? This was very, very crucial. Did you understand this point? This tax will arise when we do the payment to the GTA, right? And that payment will be done on 10th. Anyway, this statement is still 2nd of October only. Yes, okay, done. So now I will get my final tax payable. Total CGST and total SGST. Total CGST and total SGST. Can we say it is 31,500? 31,500. Right? Then here it is 26,500, 26,500. And here it is 2015, 2015. Did you get this, everyone? Did you get this? See, this RCM liability, जो freight वाला liability है, this freight liability that we are paying under reverse charge mechanism, this is going to arise when we actually go and pay the freight to the GTA. Yes, for the month of October, we will pay the freight on 10th of October. But 10th of October will not fall under composition scheme. Because composition scheme is getting over on 2nd October itself. So that liability, that RCM liability will not come up here. It will come up when we do the regular scheme calculation from 3rd of October onwards. Did you understand? Everyone, please let me know if you have understood this. Yes. ठीक है, done. Very good. चलो, this is also. So this is, acha, have they asked us to calculate the tax liability under regular scheme? No, they haven't asked. They have just asked. They have just asked us the tax liability, GST liability under the composition scheme that we have already done. Manageable till here, simple. ठीक. Nice question, na everyone? This was a nice question. Yes. Shalini, he will discharge the liability similarly, just like when he is filing his return under composition, the respective return that he is going to file under composition, there he will show only this much amount of turnover. For the last quarter, he will just show 4,03,000 rupees of the turnover and he will simply pay the tax on that. Anyway, for that period, he will have to file two returns, now one of composition and one of regular. So in composition, he will show that respective turnover. In his regular scheme, he will show the respective turnover. There is no issue in this practically. Chalo, everyone, I want you to do question number 2 on your own just now and give me the answer. This was a May 26 exam question. I want you to read this question on your own and give me the answer. Everyone, I'm waiting for the answers. Are you ready with the answers, everyone? Okay, so first question that they are asking, this is in respect of e-commerce operator. First question that they are asking is, can it discharge its 9(5) liability by using ITC? So answer is no. This we discussed it in the first part of the lecture itself. ITC cannot be utilized. It has to be paid in cash by using the electronic cash ledger. And it needs to, they are telling that it needs to reverse the proportionate ITC in respect of the turnover reported. Is there any requirement to reverse the ITC? No, there is no need to reverse the ITC under section 17. Even if it is a special turnover on which it is paying the tax, it is not required to reverse any ITC. Do you recollect we had discussed this when we were discussing about e-commerce operator? Yes. Chalo, theek hai. Okay, done. So my exclusive, all the questions are done. Now the last question, everyone here. Come to question number 5, reverse charge mechanism. Okay, this is pure reverse charge mechanism question. Exemptions I have not incorporated here. RCM and exemptions interlinking. Okay, that I am going to take up along with the exemptions chapter. This is pure RCM question. Can we start, everyone? Last question for the day. Are you ready? Yes. Okay. Sure. Chalo. Now, about RCM. Okay, in the case of reverse charge mechanism, they have given us some notified goods and some notified services where reverse charge mechanism is applicable. And wherever reverse charge mechanism is applicable, the recipient is required to pay the tax by cash. And after paying the tax in cash, if he is eligible, then he can take the ITC of the same in the same month. Okay, in the same month or in the same quarter, that person can take the input tax credit of the same. Okay, for goods, do you recollect the list? For goods, do you recollect the list? That silk yarn is there, tobacco is there, unshelled, not shelled or peeled cashew nuts, etc. is there, essential oils is there, lottery tickets, supply of lottery tickets is there, metal scrap is there, priority sector lending certificates are there. Those specific goods they have given. When there is a specific supplier and when there is a specific recipient, only if all those requirements are fulfilled, then reverse charge mechanism is applicable. That is, the recipient is required to pay the tax. Okay, that is there in our concept book also, and that must be there in your book also, whichever book you are referring. Okay, this is how it is presented in our book. Yes, this is how it is presented in our book. This is for the goods. Okay, type of goods is here. if this category of supplier is there and if this category of recipient is there, then reverse charge mechanism is applicable. And similarly for services, this is the type of service. He is a supplier of service and he is a recipient. They have given some notified services for which reverse charge mechanism is applicable. If your supplier category as well as if your recipient category is fulfilled, okay, then in that case, the recipient will be responsible to pay the tax. Yes. Okay. Now see here, everyone. Let's start with a question. We'll come to the theory wherever we get stuck. Okay. Wherever we get stuck, we'll come to the theory. We'll discuss the theory. Okay. Chalo, let's start trying, everyone. Services provided by an arbitral tribunal to a business entity. You just have to tell me RCM, FCM. I will quickly help you in recollecting the provision. A point, services provided by arbitral tribunal to a business entity. Yes, this was our initial entry itself, right? Any services which is provided, just like your legal services. Similarly, any services provided by arbitrator to any business entity which is located in India, there the business entity is a big person, so let him pay the tax and hence their reverse charge mechanism will be applicable. Do you recollect this point? Okay, as of now, listen, as of now, please don't try to mix up this with exemption. I will do that mix up when we do the exemptions chapter. Okay, when arbitral tribunal provides the services to some business entities, at that time it will be exempted. Okay, but as of now, we are not talking about taxability and exemptions. As of now, we are just talking about the mechanism. Yes, please keep it simple as of now. When we go to exemptions, we will complicate it. Yes. Okay. Then after that, everyone, sponsorship services, very, very important. Most of the times repeated. Sponsorship services provided by a company to an individual. What is the provision for a sponsorship service? What are the provisions for sponsorship services? When sponsorship services is provided by a person other than body corporate to a body corporate or to a partnership firm including LLP. Other than body corporate is providing it to a body corporate or partnership firm or LLP, at that time RCM is applicable. Okay, please remember this, sponsorship services. Okay, this is one area where confusion arises. So in the given question, sponsorship services were provided by a company to an individual. RCM applicable or FCM applicable? Can we say my criteria is not fulfilled? If my criteria is not fulfilled, then in that case, forward charge mechanism will be applicable. Very good, very good, very good. Okay, please remember this. Please remember this. Then the next one, renting of immovable property. Renting of immovable property service provided by government to a business entity registered under the GST law. What have we studied about services provided by government in respect of renting of immovable property? Whenever, okay, government renting, I am writing in this manner, government renting. Whenever government is providing renting services to any business entity, okay, to any business entity, or I should say a wider term, or to any registered person under GST. Registered person under GST. At that time, reverse charge mechanism is applicable. Okay, everyone, this is government renting. When government is providing renting services to any registered person. See, when government was providing other services to business entity, at that time RCM was applicable. But when government is providing renting services to any registered person under GST, we know that reverse charge mechanism is applicable. So everyone, what is your answer for the C1? Renting service provided by government to a business entity registered. It is registered. So can we say government to a registered person? So can we say here reverse charge mechanism is applicable? Everyone, yes or no? Did you get this answer? Did you get this answer? Shalini, supplier in case of sponsorship services is any person other than body corporate. It is other than body corporate. Yes. Okay. Then after that, the next one, everyone here, check the D point. It is again on sponsorship. I want you to read this on your own and give me the answer. Sponsorship provisions we have already studied. Sponsorship is other than body corporate to a body corporate or partnership firm or LLP. Miss Sheenu Ambani provided it to Indian Love Cricket Academy, a LLP. Tell me, RCM applicable, FCM applicable. What will be your answer? D point. RCM will be applicable other than body corporate to LLP. RCM will be applicable. Very good. Next one. I'm leaving E point for the timing. Please jump to F point. Please jump to F point. Give me the answer for the F point. Raghu Associates, not a body corporate, provided sponsorship services to Weave Cricket Academy, a LLP. Determine the person liable to pay the tax. See the question that they are asking. Determine the person liable to pay the tax. Who will be the person liable to pay the tax? Can we say RCM is applicable other than body corporate to a LLP? RCM is applicable. So the recipient will be responsible to pay the tax. So Weave Cricket Academy will be liable to pay the tax. Everyone, did you understand this? Super awesome. Super awesome. Acha, wait. Come to the K point, everyone. Come to the K point. Come to question K. Please try this on your own. Come to the K point. Please try this on your own. K point. Tell me, is RCM applicable, everyone? Pink City Club is the organizer who is not a body corporate. Sponsorer, the one who pays the amount, is Panini Private Limited. Other than body corporate, providing the services to a body corporate, reverse charge mechanism is applicable. So can we say Panini Private Limited is liable to pay the tax here? Did you get this, everyone? Very good, very good. Chalo, theek hai. Then. Chalo, L point. Question number L. Everyone, let's do it. Very good, very good, very good. If you're getting the answer as Panini Private Limited, very good. Chalo, let's try the L point. Regal Foundation of Commerce organized a business summit in Surat, Gujarat, in which all the startups were invited to pitch their business ideas. Pandit Jewels Private Limited, registered in Maharashtra, sponsored the summit and paid a sponsorship fee of 1,50,000 to Regal Foundation of Commerce. So can we say Regal Foundation of Commerce is the supplier? He is the organizer. He is providing sponsorship services to Pandit Jewels Private Limited. Yes, and it is paying a consideration of 1.50 lakhs. Who is the person liable to pay the tax if RFC is a body corporate? First one, if it is a body corporate. Everyone give me the answer. First part. If Regal Foundation of Commerce is a body corporate, then can we say my condition is not met? My condition is not met. Why? If we want to put it into RCM, then supplier should be other than body corporate. But here my supplier himself is a big person. So let him pay the tax. So in the first case, can we say forward charge mechanism is applicable and Regal Foundation of Commerce is liable to pay the tax? Yes. And if it is not a body corporate, what if it is not a body corporate? If it is not a body corporate, then it is services provided by other than body corporate to a body corporate. It is a company now. So can we say here RCM is applicable and Pandit Jewels will be liable to pay the tax? Very good. Everyone, did you get the answers? Yes, so whenever you get such a question, how are you going to present it? First write the theory. Whenever the sponsorship services is provided by other than body corporate to a body corporate or partnership firm or LLP, then RCM is applicable. And then you can present the final answers. Super awesome. Then after that, everyone here, then after that, next. M point again on sponsorship. Please try this now. Please try this. Give me the answer for M point. Malhar Corporation, partnership firm. Partnership firm is not a body corporate. Firm is providing the services to a company. Can we say RCM will be applicable? Clear cut case of RCM. So Kaniksha Company Private Limited will be liable to pay the tax. Other than body corporate to a body corporate. RCM is applicable. Everyone, are you there with me till here? Yes. Okay, super awesome. Chalo, let's do the balance entries, everyone. Let's try other entries. Come to the E point. Last few points. Fast Move, a GTA, transported goods of Amba and Company, a partnership firm which is not registered under GST. Fast Move, a GTA. Now quickly tell me the provisions for GTA. When GTA is providing the services to those 7 specified recipients, at that time, reverse charge mechanism is applicable, provided GTA is not paying the tax at the rate of 18%. Yes. So here GTA transported goods of Amba and Company, a partnership firm which is not registered. Do you recollect? In case of GTA RCM, in those 7 specific people, what if partnership firm is unregistered? Does it matter or is it irrelevant? Is it relevant or is it irrelevant? When GTA is providing the services to that factory, society, partnership firm, body corporate, cooperative society, in that, even if the partnership firm, even if it is registered or even if it is unregistered, doesn't matter, right? Still in that case, reverse charge mechanism is applicable. Do you recollect that, everyone? I'll show it to you if you want. In our concept book, here it is. When GTA is providing the services to a factory, to a society, to a cooperative society, to any registered person under GST, to a body corporate, to a partnership firm, whether registered or not under any law, including AOP or a registered CTP, in these cases, the reverse charge mechanism provision is applicable and the recipient is liable to pay the GST. Applying the same provision, can you give the answer here? GTA provided the services to Amba and Company, a partnership firm, which is not registered under GST. Can you give me the final answer? FCM is applicable or RCM is applicable? FCM is applicable or RCM is applicable? GTA providing the services to an unregistered partnership firm. Can we say reverse charge? Yes, very good. Can we say reverse charge mechanism is applicable? Yes, and if reverse charge mechanism is applicable, then this Amba and Company will have to pay the tax under RCM. And to link it to the registration chapter, can we say it will have to take compulsory registration? It will have to take compulsory registration because the liability under RCM has arisen. Yes, so Amba and Company, a partnership firm, will be responsible to pay the tax here. Yes. Chalo. Then after that, next point, G point, everyone. G point. Please star mark it. G point is very, very important. Malhar Corporation, a partnership firm registered under regular scheme of GST, received online money gaming services from Nitro Company, an online money gaming services provider established in Australia. Online money gaming service, Australia person is providing online money gaming to Malhar Corporation. Malhar is registered under GST. We will discuss more about this when we go to the place of supply chapter, but let me tell you one thing. Whenever online money gaming service is coming into picture, it is always taxable under forward charge mechanism. In OIDER, I don't know if you have studied about this or not. In case of OIDER, both the mechanisms are possible. Do you recollect that? In case of OIDAR services, when it is provided to a registered person, at that time RCM is applicable. When OIDAR services is provided to unregistered person, at that time FCM is applicable. Yes, but in case of online money gaming, okay, be it provided to registered person, be it provided to unregistered person, this supplier has to take compulsory registration and it will have to pay the tax under forward charge mechanism. Have you heard about this, everyone? Have you heard about this? Have you studied about this? Yes. So here we are talking about online money gaming. Okay, when even if it is provided to registered person or unregistered person, always FCM is applicable. That is this person. And if this person is located outside India, no problem. Come to India, obtain a registration, appoint a representative, pay a tax here in India. Did you understand this? Yes, yes. That's why the treatment is different. Online money gaming is different than OIDR. Okay, that's the reason the treatment is different. That's the reason the treatment is different. Okay, that's why online money gaming services, when it is provided to registered or unregistered, doesn't matter, always FCM is applicable. Okay, so please mark this as important. This is important. FCM is applicable. Forward charge mechanism. So this nitro company will be liable to pay the tax. Chalo, then after that, please try the H point. Please try the H point. What is the H point, everyone? Services supplied by a recovery agent to a car dealer. What have you studied about recovery agent? When a recovery agent is providing services to a banking company, to a financial institution, or to a NBFC. When a recovery agent is providing services to a bank, to a NBFC, or to a financial institution, only in that case reverse charge mechanism is applicable. In this case, recovery agent is providing the service to a car dealer. What will be your answer? Yes. Can we say forward charge mechanism will be applicable here? Very good. Forward charge mechanism will be applicable here because my conditions are not getting fulfilled. Chalo, next one. Okay, in the next point, please do a correction now. Now 12% rate has been removed. Let's make it 18%. Instead of 12%, let's make it 18%. Chalo, let's please read point number I, question number I on your own and give me the answer. Veer Transport, a registered GTA, paying IGST at 18%, transported goods by road of Dilip and Company, a sole proprietary firm, which is not registered under GST or any other law. Tell me. GTA, registered GTA, providing services to Dilip and Company. And he is paying tax at the rate of 18%. Simple, very simple. Can we say if he is paying the tax, then no question, na? Can we say FCM will be applicable here? Very good. Done. ठीक है. Then after that, I think all questions till here are done. Now let's go to J point. Everyone, let's go to the J point. Mr. Kamal Jain, an unregistered famous author, received rupees 20 lakhs of consideration from PQR Publications Limited for supply of services by way of temporary transfer of copyright covered under so and so section of the Copyright Act relating to original literary work of his new book. Can we say your author is providing the copyright to the PQR Publications Limited? You must have studied about this point. Supply of services by transferring or permitting the use of copyright. If author is providing this service to the publication house, can we say publication house will pay me the royalty? Which mechanism is applicable here? Yes. Your answer is absolutely correct. Reverse charge mechanism will be applicable. He is anyway unregistered. He is anyway unregistered. So your PQR Publications Limited will be liable to pay the tax under reverse charge mechanism. I want to add one more point here, everyone. If the author was registered, does he have the option to pay the tax under FCM? One extra point I want to add here. If at all the author was registered and he wanted to pay the tax under FCM, does he have the option to pay the tax under FCM? Yes, he has got the option to pay the tax under FCM, but for that he will have to give a declaration in the tax invoice now that he has chosen to pay the tax under FCM, and he cannot withdraw from that option for a period of 1 year from the day when he has exercised it. Do you recollect such a point, everyone? If author opts to pay the tax under FCM, he will have to opt for it and he cannot withdraw it for a period of 1 year. Yes. Okay, please remember 1 year from which day? It is not one financial year. It is 1 year from the day when he is opting it. Okay. Okay, done. Okay, that one extra point I wanted to tell you. K is done, L is done, M is done. Last two questions for the day, everyone. Point number N. Question number N. Let's do it. Chalo. Malhar Corporation, a partnership firm registered under regular scheme of GST in Delhi, received rent from Garima Industries, a registered person, under composition scheme against renting of office space in commercial building. Malhar Corporation received rent, means it is providing service. Malhar Corporation is providing commercial property, commercial renting service to a composition scheme person. Composition scheme person is also a registered person. Malhar Corporation is also a registered person. Everyone tell me, supplier himself is registered. In case of renting, which mechanism will be applicable? Yes. Forward charge mechanism will be applicable. Very good. And the last one. Services provided by Delhi Development Authority. There was a circular on this. Delhi Development Authority. Is it a local authority or it is not a local authority? It is not a local authority. Okay, we had a circular for that. It is not a local authority. So now here, DDA is providing the services to Malhar Corporation, a partnership firm. Any services, no specific services. This is not a local authority. Means it is not government. So what will be the answer? Can we say forward charge mechanism will be the answer? Did you understand this, everyone? Manageable till here? Yes, everyone. Was it doable? Everyone, whatever we did today, was it doable? Somehow manageable? At least 60-70% of the theory you could revise, you could recollect. Yes. Okay. Now see. Here, pure RCM provisions only we have covered. Okay. Whatever are the complex provisions, like business facilitator, business correspondent, government services, motor vehicle related services, security services, those things, GTA exemption services, arbitrator services, those I have not taken it today. Okay, because in RCM I have kept it very straightforward. Okay, day after tomorrow, Monday, when we do exemptions chapter, okay, we are going to mix up RCM plus exemptions. That is going to be the core of that day. Okay, it is going to be the core of the next lecture. So, in the next lecture, what I want you to do is, please revise RCM table also, okay, including goods, because even that is going to be repeated. Including goods, RCM of services also you have to do, an entire exemption chapter. That is the reason tomorrow on Sunday, I am not keeping a lecture. I am giving you time to revise. Please utilize the time properly and please revise. I'll meet you on Monday evening, same at 7 o'clock, and we will do the questions on exemptions. Yes, I will help you in revising government exemptions, immovable property related exemptions, a business facilitator, business correspondent, security services, motor vehicle, everything we are going to revise. Don't worry about that. Okay, but before that, I want you to revise it properly so that when we do it together, it is going to be a next revision for you. Did you understand this, everyone? What did I say? Yes. So please utilize, enjoy Sunday also, but please utilize it for studies also. Okay. Okay. So I'll see you on Monday. Monday, we are not going to have a lecture on YouTube. Monday, it is going to be only on the app. Okay. So I'll see you on Monday evening, 7 o'clock. I hope the lecture was helpful for you, everyone. Composition scheme, e-commerce operator, RCM. Could you revise everything together? Yes. Super, super, super. Okay. 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 See you on Monday. Bye-bye. Till then, take care. And study well. Enjoy.